Can Liverpool bounce back immediately? Can Liverpool bounce back from 2 defeats in the last 2 games with a win today at Chelsea in a tough, another very, very tricky game going in today? Chelsea, for me, I've been saying all season, Chelsea last season was for me the best team we played in the Premier League. So it's not going to be an easy one, guys. Welcome to Talking Reds. Welcome in. This is the match preview for Chelsea Liverpool this evening. R5 kickoff. One of which I am looking forward to. I was looking forward to Liverpool games, but it's certainly a game that is going to be very, very tough. And I'm not expecting fireworks tonight, but what I want from Liverpool this evening is a response. A response from last Saturday, a response from the game against Galatasaray. We need a response, and not just a response in terms of results, because we've had results this season. We've had brilliant results for the majority of the season until the last 2 games. I want a response in performance. I want to see us create chances. I want to see better playing better football. I want us to see patterns of play. I want to see a style. I want to see players like Florian Wirtz getting involved in the game, like Salah getting involved in the game, and getting the best out of these players. This is what I want to see today. And what a better way to respond and bounce back from 2 defeats in the last 2 games than to go out to Stamford Bridge and make a statement. What a better way. 1 second, I was going to get your captions up at the bottom. Right. Yes, Naj is going to be joining me shortly, which is just literally as I was speaking. Naj in the stream. So yeah. Today, I've been saying there, I want to bounce back. Obviously, everyone wants to bounce back. What I want today is more. I want to see more. Results have been coming all season by the last 2 games. I want to see better performance. I want to see more. I want to see getting the best out of the players. I want to see something today. And if we see something today, we'll get the result.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit late, by the way, everyone.
Sorry.
Stuck making French onion soup. Mistimed.
As you do.
Mistimed. Mistimed it a little bit. But yeah, I mean, do you know what? Like, I am wanting a performance at Liverpool, but I also want, like, at the end of the day, like, I think just because we're before the international break, I just want the result. I just want us to win. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not too fussed about.
If we get the win and it's not a bad performance, then it's not the end of the world. But it's still we are going to talk about it. But it's not, going into. I get that. Yeah, I get that.
Because the international break, and I just think that we've got to just get the result, get it boxed off, get it over and done with. Because I think if we don't do that, then we go into the international break, drop points again. It isn't really good for us, because obviously when we come back, we've got United at home. But yeah, I don't know. I just want a result. Massive. I want a result and performance. I'd like a medium to good performance. Let's put it that way.
I just want, even if it's not like it don't have to be it's incredible performance, but I just want to see patterns of play. I want to see trying to get the best out of Salah, trying to get the best out of Wirtz, play them where they need to play, get the players, get the right formation and the right tactics to get the best out of them. And like I said, I want to see us create chances as well. Even if we miss them, we miss them. That's the thing. If we miss them, I just want to see us create more chances. I want to see something. I want to see what are we going to be doing going forward now? What is our style of play? What is our tactics going forward?
I agree. To be honest, like, I'm not really. I just think it's been over. Like, we said this all week, and we said it for like the last couple of weeks. I think it's just been over tactile. Not tactile. What's the word?
Overthinking it. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Overthinking. Like, our best creator is Salah. Our best player is Salah in the attacking line. Our 3 best players: Alisson, Salah, and Van Dijk. They're the 3 best by. I wouldn't say by a country mile. But the others are really, obviously, some of them are world class, like McAllister and stuff like that. But obviously, he's not at the races at the minute, and he's not fit. So yeah, if you're in that predicament, and you've brought in world class talent in Isak, Ekitike. I mean, I wouldn't have said that about Ekitike beforehand, but I think the way he started, you can't not deny he's not been. And obviously, like, Soboslai's form, Gravenberg as well, world class. Sorry, forgot about to mention him. So the players that we've already got play through. This is what my issue is. Alexander Isak and Ekitike play better if Salah is allowed to do what he wants. It allows to be him. Do you know what I mean? And I think the overcomplication of the like the way Slot's doing things is like, yeah, it's kind of frustrating. You know, like Salah's the player to play the ball to. I know Wirtz is there, but you know, I'm a full believer in Wirtz will play better if the ball's given to Salah in them positions because.
Yep. Yeah, someone on his wavelength in a way, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Around him. Yeah.
The stats last year, I don't say stats are of him, but the stats last year speak exactly for themselves. Salah got 28 goals in the league, and was it 19 assists or 18 assists, whatever he got?
Yeah, 19 and just off on it.
Oh, it might have been 29 goals. I don't know. Whatever. Put it this way, a bloody good season. And you know, it was almost like when I've seen the lineups this year and the way Salah's been playing, I'm just almost like bamboozled by it. I'm like, why? why has he got him out there? Like, if you're gonna do that, play that will do that. Chiesa will run the line. Chiesa will run out on that line. So then Gamoa. So for me, yeah, just the key to unlocking everything is Mohamed Salah because he has been for the past 9 seasons. So why change something now? I just think it's overcomplication. I think maybe Slot's trying to put his own marker on things now. I don't think he needed to do too much of a change from what, you know, he did actually mention this week, didn't he, about how teams in the second half of the season play completely different to the first half of the season when we was, you know, winning everything and stuff like that. I do think like multiple things come into that. You'll probably agree with me on this. I think fitness of Liverpool players after February was knackered.
It died because we didn't have the depth. We didn't. Yeah. Gravenberch ran into the ground. McAllister ran into the ground, and that's why he's picking up the injuries he is now. We didn't have the depth at all, and we did get majority of the depth this summer. We did really well in terms of the transfers, but instead of midfield depth, we all kept banging on about midfield depth was key for me.
Yeah,
yes, McAllister still hasn't recovered properly.
I mean, do you know? To be honest, I was like not really on board with that. Was I in the summer? Like out of everyone was like, "We need the MLS." Like,
yeah.
I don't think we need one, to be honest. Like, and you know, I mean, we're only this is to be the 10th game we played this season, and you know, we've looked. I don't think we've looked that bad in that position, to be honest. You know, we obviously spoke about the other day on the other stream, and we said about individual performances, and you know, and then the system changes, letting the sort of Liverpool down at the minute. You know, not necessarily Gravenberch's been great and stuff like that, and so was Szoboszlai and stuff. And it's just the way the tactical change has been. And I get it because Slot is an attacking manager, but then sometimes he isn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's sort of where we'd be like lone busting the runs to get up and stuff like that. Prime example, actually, I want to use this. I was watching it last night. That Bournemouth game, by the way, not bad on my predictions, was we? I said 2-1. Nearly got it. And yeah, like, Semenyo, I'm gonna wax lyrical about him because he's like, I think we should go and sign him. I think we should go and sign him.
We did a couple of streams in summer about Semenyo because they were linked to us once.
Yeah,
we spoke about him a couple of times, saying it'd be a brilliant player to bring in.
He's like, I know he's not Salah, but he is the one that you want basically to be that player that comes in after Salah because he's that good. But you watched last night, if you watched the Bournemouth game, you know, Iriola's a very, very good manager. And I almost see like sort of similarities of Klopp in the way he has his team playing with the pressing and stuff like that. And the way just get the ball and that's it, go forward. And, you know, you watch players like Semenyo, and this was an example, this was Salah last season and Diaz. You know, the first thought is get forward with that ball, run forward with that ball and just put them under pressure. And I think this season it's almost been like, we'll put them under pressure, but we'll put them under pressure just outside their box. They're going to sit in, kill the teams, run at the teams. And that's why I think like players like Ngamoa, Chiesa should get more minutes and stuff like that because we're not doing that at the minute. And
that's, you said the other day, didn't we? Are we missing Diaz? Well, I said we're missing Diaz to a certain extent because he really gives Gakpo, you know, some competition. But I think even the competition we do have now in Chiesa and Rio, he's not playing them.
No, he isn't. It's almost frustrating, like because Chiesa is like a full-on like proper winger, isn't he? Like he'll go on the line, he'll come inside, he'll go on his left, he'll go on his right, he'll hit the touch line, he'll hit the byline, he'll do everything. That is Chiesa. That is Federico Chiesa, and you know it's almost like we all seeing it with Gakpo at the minute. He's one-dimensional. Yes, he's good at what he does when he does do it, but sometimes you like all you need to do is double up on him, and he's screwed, isn't he? You know, I mean, I even say this with like, you know, people like criticizing Salah this season and stuff like that. Salah's willing to go to the touchline, and he's the most left-footed player I've ever seen in my entire life, and he's willing to go on his right.
Until you see Kirkers.
Oh yeah, until you see Kirkers.
I mean, what he did made no sense at all.
But you know, I mean, Salah's obviously scored a lot of goals with his right foot. I'm not going to say he isn't, but he's not frightened to go to that byline. And Gakpo, I've counted Gakpo in the last couple of games 3 times. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. It needs to be like, and another thing as well, using the fullbacks. Like Gakpo's actually got the best gig up as a forward line because he doesn't have to go on the touchline. He's the one that's coming inside all the time, and he's got that overlapping run from Kirkes because. Well, I mean, sometimes Kirkes is allowed to get forward and he's not glued to Van Dijk's hip. But when Kirkes does make that run, he doesn't play him in. And it's like, this guy here last season was second best for putting crosses into the box.
And how much help do we get when we're our fullbacks on the Klopp?
Oh,
Trent and Robbo.
Unbelievable. So good. Like, you're about attacking, yeah.
In terms of defending was all right as well, but attacking wise, overlaps. Them two, Trent and Robbo, were literally having competitions against each other. Who could get the most assist? Kirkers and Frimpong could be quite similar.
Yeah. 100%. I think out of the two, Trent and Robbo, and this is not going to be salty because he left. Trent's the better passer. We all know that. But as an overlapping all-round fullback, you cannot get better than Andy Robertson. He was up and down. The runs he made, it was just pure class. And today,
we get that in Kirkes if we're playing right.
Yeah, but today I play Robertson. I really will play Robertson. I just think that you give Kirkes now. He wasn't very good midweek. I mean, actually, to be honest, he was okay. He was actually probably the better of the. I
think he just stood out because others were that bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you give him a 6 or 5 out of 10, wouldn't you? You wouldn't say he did anything good. And then you've obviously got, I thought Frimpong was very poor and Bradley wasn't very good when he come on either. But like Robertson, when he's played this season, we've looked so much more comfortable in the games he has played. Very comfortable. I mean, I'm not slating Kirkes. I do think that the tactics are not working for Kirkes. And, my opinion would have been, why did we go and sign Kirkes and not go and sign Jarell Hato or Hanko or someone like Hincapie? Yeah, someone who can play left.
We're going to do that with the left back. Yeah.
It's very confusing for
That's
me.
why I said the other day, didn't I? I said, have we really bought for the system that we're going to use this season? Because the system this season, that left back is not the left back we should be going to get.
Exactly. I mean, I don't have any issues with like the strikers we bought, by the way. They'll fit any system.
Yeah.
That's not a problem. It's further back the pitch. Like, what was Slot going to achieve? I mean, look, I'm not going to slate. I'm going to sit there and slate Slot all day. He'll change it. I know he will because it's Slot.
He's seen it. And I want to go through what he said in the press conference, in the embargo press conference yesterday. I actually stood up yesterday. I actually applauded. I didn't really actually stand up. I'm saying imagine we just stood up in my living room just applauding what he's saying. Something I read on Twitter, just stand up all of a sudden and say, my kids are looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I mean? That like, I think he's saying what we're all thinking, which is brilliant. Now he needs to change it up. Yeah, and people, this what Slot's saying here as well is also shutting down the people that are toxically positive, saying, "Oh, it's all right, it's good. It's good. We're still championship mentality. This and that. It's good that we're relying on last minute goals, but it's not. Slot don't want to rely on last minute goals. They don't want to. And this is what I said yesterday. This I bookmarked it. I thought this is brilliant, Slot. We are trying to go into a situation where we don't need a set piece to win a game, or we don't need someone to fall on the ground to get a penalty, or referee do extra time. This is something we dislike. So yes, it's okay to have last minute winners. It's okay to rely on a set piece, on a free kick or a penalty, which we have done. So we're crying about Arsenal relying on set pieces. We've relied on set pieces this season. Szoboszlai free kick, penalty from Mohamed Salah against Burnley, the corner from against Atletico Madrid with Van Dijk. We've relied on them as ourselves, but we don't want to be in the situation to rely on these constantly. These last minute winners is not sustainable Slot knows this. You don't want to be relying on that. I said it the other day when I was on my own on Thursday night. I think I did the stream. That Burnley game was the most eye-opening one.
It was.
That was a draw game but we only didn't draw it because Hannibal put his hand up. That is the only reason. That was a draw. And then we're not sitting top of the league and it doesn't paper the cracks as much.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That was for me more eye-opening than Galatasaray than Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Because it was Burnley, and since then Burnley have been, considered fight against Man City. The team there to create a chance. We created 2-3 chances at tops against Burnley.
Mm. You know what though? Like I'm not even gonna say it. I just think if we tweak what we need to do, which I mean, we just go back to what we was doing last season in terms of the way we was playing in the tactics, we'll win because it's works. We romped the league. We won the league by bloody December. Let's be honest with ourselves. We was flying, and then I just think and this is what I just think. I've said this. I just think Slot's trying to fit players in rather than the players fit into him. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's
yeah.
It shouldn't be that. It should be the players come in, adapt to the system, not Slot adapting them to the system, because you're sacrificing your best players for it.
Yeah.
You want your best players to play. Like, look, if Isak's probably got the easiest gig in football when it clicks, because he's going to get ball after ball after ball after ball from Wirtz and Salah and Szoboszlai and Gakpo and whoever's playing left wing or whatever, and Kirkes and Frimpong. It's going to be one of the easiest jobs in football, but it's not working yet. And I think you just got to rely on Mohamed Salah to get you out of this situation. Your Van Dijk's got us out of these situations, by the way.
Van Dijk and Alisson.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
This is why you use your big players to your advantage. We're not using one of them. We're not using the attacking one, and this is why we're not winning. We've won the last 2 games. We haven't used him. We did benched him midweek. Maybe that was warranted. But then, against Palace, barely give him the ball. He had the ball about 4 times, I think. I was like, I hope we're watching.
John said here, good afternoon, guys. How big is tonight's game for you, especially if Arsenal win today? It's not, well, if you think about it, not really massive in the season. It is still early on, it is the 7th game. But I think it's in terms of just like a mentality thing right now. Because if Arsenal win today, which me and Naz both expect them to do so, being at home at Emirates against West Ham, should be winning that. They go top for the meantime. It's not even about staying top. It's not even about, a draw is a good result, for example. Depends how the game goes and the mentality thing. But if we lose 3 games in a row going into the international break, that's a big dent in the mentality. That's like this is our first hiccup of the season. It's how we respond to that hiccup. We had a few hiccups last season, but we bounced back immediately. And we said, no, we're pushing that to the side. That didn't happen, and we'll go again. If we lose today, 3 games in a row losing, it's more like everyone else is looking at us like, yeah, is it just a hiccup or is it more than that? Does that make sense? I don't know if you can hear me in the background.
I can hear you.
Like I said, if we lose today, it's people looking at it like, oh, it's more than a hiccup then.
Yeah.
Back mentality.
And
it's that Arsenal like, well, you're the favourites now, sort of thing.
I heard a good analogy in the week. Someone said it was, I can't remember who said it. It's a scratch, not a scar at the minute for Liverpool. They've lost 2 games in a row, never happened on the slot. If it gets to Chelsea and we don't win, then it becomes a deeper cut. Then it's looking at a scar, and I think that's a good analogy to say how it is. I
always say the boiler. If your boiler's leaking, you just, it's all right giving it a bang every now and then. You need at one point you need a new boiler. We've got to make sure we get that new boiler in, the new system or the new tactic or something to change, you know what I'm saying, before it busts. And, if people give it a bang and it works again, that and that. But what that's doing is that's delaying the inevitable of it actually fully going. And that's it. You got no heating for the winter.
Yep.
That's what me and Enzo beat it. That's why I've been regarding to it, because it just makes sense now because it's getting colder. We're relying on the boiler quite a bit in terms of keeping the house warm. But like, yeah, you can't. Sometimes you can bang it and it works. I mean, right now we need something to change before it does get worse, because it can get worse, but it also can get better. And this is not us. This is not us saying, "Oh, that's it now. Oh my word, we've lost 2 games in a row. What the fuck are we doing? That's it. We lost the league." That's bollocks. If you are reacting like that, you're really not even just reactionary. I think just pathetic, to be honest. But there are issues there that need addressing. If you don't get address those issues, then it can go to 3 games in a row loss. I won't go past them 3 because it's Man United next, so that doesn't even make a difference regardless of what form on. But after that, we've still got some tricky fixtures. We could get like 4 losses in 5 games, 4 losses and a draw in 6 games. That could easily happen if you don't look at the situation, the issues now.
Yeah. I'm curious. We'll do our predicted line. I think we did them the other day, didn't we? But I'm just while he's talking, then I thought I'd have a look, because I had a look last night, and the game heavily favours Liverpool today. And what I mean by that is Chelsea have got a lot of players out injured. So I'm looking at predicted lineup, and it's saying Sanchez, Reece James, Achempong, and Badiashile. That, for me, like, that's got to be targeted, that centre-back pairing. Have they ever played before? Many times, maybe like less than a handful. Cucurella left back, obviously he's pretty good this season. He was good last season actually as well, Cucurella. Lavia, Caicedo, midfield. Estevao, Fernandez, Neto, and João Pedro up top. But it says here, Moises Caicedo and João Pedro battling with small problems, Maresca said this week. So, for Liverpool, I think, it's predicted lineup. It's not obviously set in stone, but it's got to be targeted. I think that's
the only people missing for Liverpool is really Leone, Alisson, and then we've got Chiesa and Ekitike unknown at the moment.
Well, the predicted lineup for Liverpool says doubts Chiesa and Ekitike 75%. I think both of them might play. I don't know if they'll start, but I think they might play.
Yeah.
Mamashvili in that. Obviously, we know Alisson's out for 6 weeks. Bradley at right back. I mean, at least we start at right back. Let's say that. Kanate, Van Dijk, Robertson, Gravenberch, McAllister, which is interesting. Salah, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, and Isak.
I don't mind, Bradley right back. I don't mind if Bradley or Frimpong right back, as long as they play
on the outside.
Get the best on the outside to get the best of Salah.
If he starts coming inside, I'll start raging, because it's done my head in the last couple of weeks. Like, I don't even know it's the system. He just wants to score all the time, and that's great, but sod off, you've got Salah in front of you.
these are the players that I should have missing for Chelsea. Chalobah is obviously suspended. Dario is out. Tossin's out. Cole Palmer's out. Liam Delap's out. Levi Colwell's out. Fofana is out. Andre Santos is still out. So they've got quite a few injuries.
Yeah, they've got a couple of suspensions and injuries, haven't they?
That is a very unexperienced centre back pairing.
If I was Alexander Isak, I'd be licking my lips at that. Put it that way. And he's bigger than both of them. I mean, in terms of and
that makes more sense to bring Salah inside as well. By the way.
Oh, 100%.
Imagine Ekitike and Salah on either wings, and they're both coming inside, attacking those centre backs. Alexander Isak would be he'd be free.
I think Isak scores. Today. I'll be honest with you. I just think, because I always say this, because he's going to start. I think that's going to be a big bonus for him. He looks a lot sharper now as well, to be honest. But you got 2 players there. One plays right wing, one plays up front. Both of them are big game players, very big game players. Salah's the best, obviously. I mean, I had a look last night. 76 goal GNA in 81 games against the Big Six. That is mind-boggling. That's more than people scoring and assisting their careers. That, never mind against 5 other teams, 6 other teams. And then Isak, obviously, look at the damage he's done to us in the past. Look at the damage he's done to Arsenal in the past. City, all them teams. He just loves it, doesn't he? He absolutely loves putting a marker down. I think we've got to do it. I think we've got to do it. We've got to go out there with the mentality and I think we will to win. What's your thoughts on a lot of websites? A lot of people are predicting that Verts is going to get dropped. I think he will as well. Do you?
Possibly because of the midfield that Chelsea has.
Mm.
Knowing Slot, now he overthinks things, and now he always talks about opposition. So I'm thinking if he thinks about the opposition rather than us, he might drop Verts because of that. Because obviously, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, I don't know if he's going to be Stavia or someone else.
Lavia.
Maybe Lavia in there. Maybe Lavia in there. If it's Lavia in there, then it's very defensive, by the way.
It will be.
Potentially Lavia, yeah. Lavia, Caicedo, and then Enzo is like the 10 instead of Palmer.
That's what it's saying on here. Yeah.
Estavia could possibly play as the 10, potentially.
I think Liverpool have got to I think, to be honest, I would drop Verts this game, just for the just for just for 60 minutes or so.
That's their main part of their team right now, especially with Cole Palmer injured and defense injured. I think that's their main part of their team, their midfield. So if we are going to go like for like, it probably would be like dropping Verts, wouldn't it? Really?
I mean, I don't listen. It's a squad game. It's not a team. It's a squad game. The football these days, and I'm very happy to drop Verts for Szoboszlai and put Szoboszlai in that 10 because I know he will get the best out of Salah because he will make them runs in behind, come to Salah, get the ball,
and he'll go to the right as well. He used to go to the right a lot last year. So allow Salah to come inside here. Yeah.
And I just think, I just think there's a good opportunity for Liverpool to just put things right here now today and just go, that's us. We're winning. We're going to win, and that's it. I think, I hope we do. I really do hope we do because I can not be asked on international break.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jarolato started today.
Could do, yeah.
Potentially.
Who would they start?
To play together.
Again, though, if you start Jarolato, was he played 1 game, 2 games, something like that?
That's the issue for them, isn't it? But then got it.
Yeah.
I think we've got. I think it's our best chance to win at Stamford Bridge in a while.
Yeah. 100%.
If I'm honest, but we've got to get. I don't even care about the lineup. To be honest, I don't even care about the lineup. Just I want to see a style of play now.
Yeah.
I want to see some triangles. I want to see some. I just want to see creative chances because we've hardly been creating chances. We've got against a team there that you see now when the players are out, especially at the back. We've got to create some chances against these today. And if we create chances, we've got Isak, we've got Ekitike, we've got Salah. We're going to score them. We're going to score them, innit? I did predict yesterday. So my predicted 11. Let's go for predicted 11 then. So obviously, Mamadashvili in net. Woodman up front. So Mamadashvili in net. I'm hoping it's Frimpong. I'm gonna predict Frimpong. I want to predict Frimpong. I think we'll play Frimpong today. Because like I said, I'm hoping Salah comes inside, so I think Frimpong's better for that. Konate, Van Dijk, Robbo.
Yeah.
Midfield, I think it might be Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, Verts. I think he might play Verts. Just because I think he might just trust him. I couldn't understand why he wouldn't. But I think he might do it.
It's not a bad game to start. I mean, it's not a bad game to drop him. I don't think bad thing of sort of dropping him the best we played this season, and this is not me having a go at Verts or saying he's rubbish or anything like that. I think he's a fantastic footballer and I think he's brilliant. But the best we played in the Premier League this season was that first half against Everton. And ironically, that was the game we played Szoboszlai in the 10, Gravenberch and McAllister. And I think go with that today. See how it goes. There's no issue with bringing Verts on at 60 minutes. McAllister's going to be knackered anyway by 60 minutes. Drop Szoboszlai into the double pivot with Gravenberch. Put Verts on for the second half. Liverpool. Obviously, this is if Liverpool are winning. Let's just say that. Liverpool are winning comfortably or whatever. Put Verts on. I think almost like as well. You'll agree with this. Sometimes when you come to a new club and stuff like that, and there's that sort of pressure on your shoulders, but the team around you aren't scoring. We scored a lot this season. We've not scored as much as we usually do. And, almost like you want to come on as a sub, don't you? And you're doing well in a game. It's like 2-3-0 up, and then you come on, you got more freedom. What I'm trying to say, you got more freedom to express, haven't you? And I just think because every game's been dogged, like for Liverpool,
Yeah.
sort of not been like that for Verts, where you sort of, I'll settle in a little bit. I can come on, you know.
It's that expectation for him to perform because the others aren't performing at the same time.
Yeah, it's true.
I think that happened with someone else in recent years. Was it Nunes when he first came in? No one playing well, and then we were like expecting Nunes to do something.
Yeah, I mean, do you know what? Football is very reactionary now, and like this is why I keep saying on my channels, like, don't worry about Verts. Like, he'll be sound. He's
too good of a player not to be sound.
Yeah, he's literally Germany's best player. Like, they were gutted. They were absolutely gutted when he left Germany. Like, think of how big Germany are, like, in the world of football. They're massive. They've won how many World Cups and stuff like that. You know, they're a brilliant nation for football. And
it's like Yamal when he's like 24, leaving Spain.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, he'll be fine. He's 22 years of age, Florian Wirtz. And if it takes him a year to adapt, so what? It takes him a year to adapt. But yeah, I think just the pressure on him to sort of do it right now. Got to do it right now. He's a flop.
Yeah.
It's sort of, it's pathetic in a way. And like, don't believe it. Like, don't believe what other fans are saying. They're gonna do it because we do it to them.
We're talking about the whole team here.
Yeah.
Also, the whole team as well, not gelling properly yet. We're not seeing any good tactics yet. We're not seeing any styles of play. So, what are you expecting Wirtz to do? If the whole team's got an issue right now in terms of the way they're playing, then Wirtz can't be looked as like a scapegoat here. Wirtz for me has not even been our worst player of the season.
No, do you know what's hilarious?
I think people are just so overhyped on the price tag, and that's it's going to be Rivals. Rivals could do it all the time, and this is why I'm always consistent when I talk about rival teams as well, and when I'm talking about rival players, because Liverpool fans are quite the same. If Gyökeres plays a bad game, oh, he's absolute shit. Oh, what have you bought that for? There's many Liverpool fans that now still say Gyökeres is shit, and I said no, it's a good signing. It's a very good signing.
Of course he is.
It's an absolute bagsman. He might not be the most complete. He might not be fucking R9.
Yeah.
You don't get R9 anymore. They don't get really class footballers like R9 anymore up front.
Nah.
But it's a very good signing for Arsenal. Eze, people laughing at Eze going to Arsenal. I said, what are you laughing at Eze for? The guy's fucking unreal.
I'd had him at Liverpool. If we didn't get
people change their opinions because of it's a different team. If Liverpool bought Gyökeres, those same Liverpool fans would be like, oh my word, what a player we've just bought. Oh my word. Because Arsenal bought them. But then I also understand that Rivals are like that as well with Liverpool players. They're quick to jump on Wirtz now because Liverpool bought him. But if they bought him, like, oh, stay patient. People change their opinion. But I know for a fact, that's why I'm always consistent with rival play. If I see someone good and a rival buys him, I don't give a fuck who buys him. I'll continue to say he's a fucking good player.
Mm.
And people forget this. And it's a lot down to social media. I'm not saying social media fans either. It's people that are just on social media. Even fans like on other channels and you know, they will say the same thing, but just put it on social media. You see it on social media. A lot of aggregate accounts are quite like that. Oh my word! Look at Gyökeres 0-0-2, and he fucking scores then 2 goals a week after. What the fuck are you doing?
It's funny. You know what? Like I think it's quite funny. It's quite entertaining. I think when you look at some fans and stuff, the way they like talk, and it's obviously it's a lot to do with Twitter and social media and stuff like that, and like it's an echo chamber for rubbish at times. It's good. I love it, and obviously, you know, we make money off it. We sat here doing it. You know what I mean? But
I don't make any money.
But you know, like it's a great place, but sometimes don't get sucked into what rival fans do. Like, look, we seen it all last year with Rasmus Højlund. Like, I didn't think he was good enough for United. I thought he was pretty poor, but you know, what's the always common denominator with United? They ruin players at the minute. Like,
does that mean he's going to be shit? Yeah, and then now he's going to Napoli. He's been brilliant.
Yeah, and he's gone to Napoli. I know it's a different league and stuff like that. Some players aren't cut out for the Premier League, and that's fine. Yeah. I mean, put it this way: if you put Rasmus Højlund in an Arsenal team, he gets you 20 goals, and I'm not even joking with that. Like, he gets you 20 goals over all comps. You know, if you put him in the United team, they aren't good, so he's not going to, you know, what relying on the 20-year-old lad to carry your team forward. But you know, I may have got turned around and said, yeah, he's not good enough and stuff like that. But ultimately, it's United who aren't good enough. Like it's not just him. And you can say the same with Wirtz at the minute. Liverpool haven't been good enough. So then Wirtz is obviously the one that gets targeted because he's the big signing.
He's a new signing, yeah.
And it's just the same thing. It's exactly the same thing that happens. And this is a funny thing you can look at it, right? It's like, this is just going off last game alone. Wirtz could have had 2 assists. He played a ball through to Ekitike, tried to take it around the keeper, and then he played the ball over the top for Easy.
Yeah,
by the
that's
way,
not on Wirtz. Yeah.
What a ball that was. No one talks about it. And, it just come off his shin. But like, you could have been talking there that he's got 2 really good assists. But, people don't see that because it doesn't fit agendas and stuff like that. So, yeah. But all I say, be careful what you say and be careful what you believe because, you can see a player's class. And
I've always said the same as well. Stay true as well. Stay true. Regardless who the players play for, stay true and stay consistent with your energy. Don't be a Liverpool fan and laugh at Man United for buying Cunha when it's a brilliant signing.
Oh, unbelievable signing.
If you're going to have a go at Man United fans laughing at Wirtz, you know what I'm saying? Stay humble, I think. It's not even just humble. I think it's just stay true.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of fans just like to push a narrative.
I think
it's just a lot of it's bait, but a lot of it's just I think they generally think like that.
Take the mic. Like take the mic. We're not saying don't take.
Yeah, take the mic. But
don't believe it. I'm going to say don't believe it to be true because it probably 8 times out of 10 it's not going to be true. Do you know what I mean?
Because we can't sit here. If you're giving that energy towards rival players and saying, "Oh, what a shit signing," "Oh, Declan Rice is shit. Look at this." When it's clearly not shit.
Yeah.
Don't do that, and then you can't cry about other rivals doing it to us. You can't.
I've got a really good example. You'll actually laugh at this, right? So I'm still adamant Zubamendi's a great player, right? And I also got him. Yeah, I was a bit annoyed that he didn't come to Liverpool because I really like him. I think he's a good player. Yeah. So I actually seen a tweet, right, of someone last year. And I bookmarked it because I thought it was hilarious. I'm not going to at them or send them out or anything like that. But I thought it was hilarious. Got a lot of likes, a lot of views on it. And it's about Zubamendi not joining. And then he put a tweet out this year. That's Zubamendi. Lad, he can't even run. He's got, basically, he can't even run. He can't even do this. I was like, if he played for us last season.
There is, I know. There's always, with these people like that don't keep the same energy for people because they're joining a different team. There's always a tweet. There's always something that contradicts them.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
Because they don't keep the same energy because that's bias. It's complete bias, and they can't keep that. That's why I can't have conversations, I can't have proper football conversations with people like that. I can't.
No, I old man's with me. I said so many, not bad things. I was so worried about signing Ekitike in the summer, which I have every right to be because I was like, oh, I'm worried. He's young. If he's the only striker at Liverpool, I think we're going to really struggle. Listen, he's come in and he's been brilliant, and I want to eat my words. Sometimes it's you've got to take a bit of humble pie. I didn't say he was going to be bad or anything. I was just a bit concerned, but some people can't do that. They're like, no, they'll be adamant on, he's not good enough still. He's not good enough still. Because they've already said it and he can't go back on the word.
Yeah, they got to die on that sword.
Yeah, they got to die on that sword. I think if you're dying on certain swords, I think. Yeah,
it's even now, people say, no, Arsenal, they'll never win the title. They'll never win the title. Why can't they win the title? They've got right now. We are the favourites, but Arsenal have actually got a chance of winning the title. Yes, I think if anything's going to hold Arsenal back to Mikel Arteta, is he the best manager for him? Could he get him over the line? Possibly, but I'm not saying no because it's a possibility. Right now, if I'm looking right now, who looks more like the title favourites for me is Arsenal because of, in terms of what I'm seeing in my eyes. But everything else into account, we're the Premier League champions. We've been there, done that. We've got players that are world class that have won everything. Then I see us favourites. Everything into account. But what I'm seeing with my eyes, if I didn't know anything previous, if I didn't know anything like who were Premier League champions last year, if I just watched football for the first time this season, I'd say, well, Arsenal look actually quite better. They're defensively sound. I can see something going forward, actually looking good going forward, and not relying on last minute winners.
Did you know with Arsenal last season, they're obviously banging about injuries and stuff like that, which they did get quite a lot of injuries, which it happens. It happens to look the season before with last season of Klopp. If we didn't get them injuries, we probably win the league. And that is not even a lie.
Yeah. So that's why I didn't have a go at Arsenal fans last season for crying about injuries because plenty of Arsenal did the same thing.
But one injury, what they did cry about was Saka. When I didn't really get it because I know Saka's one one of their best players. Probably is the best player, actually. But they were crying about this whole Saka thing, which I didn't really understand because at that point there wasn't that many players out injured, and Liverpool were already 9 points ahead of him when Saka was injured. So, is he the difference maker in that? I don't think so. At that time, I mean, don't get me wrong, Saka is brilliant. But you're looking at now at this time around this season. They lost the league last season. They didn't lose. They finished second, but they did lose. But this season they've gone and addressed their issues. They didn't have a bloody striker last year, so they've gone out and bought one. They've gone out and bought someone who scores loads of goals. So at the end of the day, they've done really well to do that, and then they've made their team better than it was last season. So to say they're not favourites or not in the title race or anything like that is ludicrous because they've literally made the team better. Like, I don't think people get their head around that. Like, Arsenal barely made any.
They can't. It's not about praising rivals either. They can't physically praise a rival. You know what I'm saying? They can't say, "Oh, well, they've done well because they're rival." It's just being honest. Arsenal, very good team.
Yeah.
Do they get stick? Right, stick? Absolutely, because I think Mikel Arteta doesn't help himself. I think he's very, very deluded at times. I think he gives excuses at times. But at the same time, they deserve the flowers for what they've done. I think it's like either right now, like Arsenal, Arteta, people say, "Oh, is the one for us or this and that." I think it's a balance. It's everything. We're going to debates about this now. It's all about a balance.
It is.
Arteta right now, is he the manager to take him off the line? It looks like no, because of the fact that he has held them back for me. But does he deserve the praise and for the growth that he's given them? Absolutely. They were laughing stock. They are now challenging for titles and looking better than Champions League, looking like they can actually win the Champions League potentially. And they've actually got a team now. They've built a team where it's quite a scary team, if I'm honest.
Oh, it is. I mean, we beat them this season, but I went into that game sort of. Do you know what? Honestly, I did say this. If they start a defensive midfield, just no. Like Eze or Odegaard in there, I was like, yeah, I'm happy. I think we win that game, which we did. But if they start Eze in that 10, I'm cacking myself. I think, I'm worried because I just know how good he is of a player, and they brought that player into the team. So, it's that element of, frightening the opposition with the players you've got. Like, I mean. This is what I'm sort of getting at with Liverpool. Like right now, we've not been good. We've got some good results, last minute wins and stuff like that. But when this team clicks, Alexander Isak and Salah, Ekitike, Vert, that's the front line. And you're like, and then you've got Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, McAllister. Gravenberch's the best young player this season last year. You've got Van Dijk. I mean, if Kanate, pulls his finger out, Kanate's up there.
It's still top class when he's playing, yeah.
And then you've got Alisson, like the wall. You've got an absolute wall in there. Like, that's frightening. That's more, when it clicks Liverpool, it's more frightening than Arsenal's team. It is. And that's just a fact because of the players that Liverpool have got. And Liverpool have won. And Liverpool have been there and done that and got the T-shirt. So, I think that Liverpool, I don't know if we're favourites, though. I'll say that. I think we are sort of based off
everything in terms of Premier League champions. We've been there, done that. I think we've got more world class players than Arsenal.
Yeah, I don't think Arsenal have got. I think Arsenal have got maybe 3. We've probably got 4, 5. I'd say.
Yeah. So right now we are slightly favourites, but it's going to be a title race, and I can't really fully rule out Man City because if they get clicking and they've got the team to manage to do so, they can easily get into a title race. But for me, right now, Arsenal are real threats to that title, whether we like it or not. But start today though. We did do our Premier League predictions yesterday, didn't we? So we did do our correct score. So you went 2-1 Liverpool, didn't you? Or was it 3-1 Liverpool? You went 3-1 Liverpool. I went 1-1. I know I'm looking at the Chelsea thing now, and it's a chance for us to go win it. I think it's still. I'm gonna stick by 1-1. I don't really change my mind unless something drastic happens, like I don't know, someone pulls out before a game. You know what I'm saying? Like a João Pedro pulls out or something. You know what I'm saying? I could change my mind. Oh, Liverpool might win this. But I'm still going to go 1-1. I think either team can win this. But I'm just basing it on the way we've been playing. If we play like we did against Everton or Atletico Madrid first half, then we beat them. But right now, I'm not absolutely confident in us playing like that. That's the issue. But yeah, I'm going to go 1-1. I think either team could win, but yeah, I'm hoping we can win. Absolutely can win. We've got, right, it's like I said earlier,
the league champions.
It's probably one of the best chances we've had to win at Stamford Bridge in recent years. But yeah,
we're league champions, and we've got to start playing like it.
Exactly that. Yeah, I know it's 7 games in, but we've got to start seeing something at some point. So it's only 15 games in. Oh, it's only 26 games in. At what point do you say, not relying on last minute winners? But yeah, big up to Harmony, John, and Tony in the chat as well. Harmony said 2-1 to Liverpool. Big game today, said Tony. Absolutely big game today. I'm excited for. I'm always excited for Liverpool games, but I'm nervous at the same time. I will have spare boxes at the side when I'm watching a game.
Do you feel? This is a question actually. I'll chat can answer this. Do you feel more nervous for this game than you did last week?
Yeah, because we have lost 2 in a row now.
Yeah, I'm sort of the same, but I'm also sort of like I'm just thinking we can get at that. Like Palace's backline is fantastic. Like it's such a well-oiled machine. Lacroix, Richards, Gahey, Tarek Mitchell, Munoz. It's elite. It's so good. You know, Man United or most of the clubs in the league would snap their hand off of that back five. And we snapped the hand off of Gahey, actually.
Just give me the back five. I'll add it to Van Dijk.
yeah, we'll just put Van Dijk in it.
Yeah.
But you know, I almost like last week. I sort of like I think we could probably lose this. It sounds me bad saying that just off the way we was playing and stuff like that. Probably end up losing this or draw. We did lose, but I almost think this week it's just I'm nervous about it. I think Chelsea are a great team, but I just think we can get at more. I think we can get at Chelsea more. I don't rate Sanchez. The centre backs aren't all that.
I'm thinking about last year as well. I thought Maresca outplayed Slot both games.
But yeah, I agree.
First game, yes, we won, but I thought Chelsea were the better team.
Yeah, I think
second game we got blown out the water. Really.
We had better.
I know we won the league at that point, but
we had better moments though, didn't we, last year? I'd say.
Yeah.
In the first game, they were better, but they didn't have the chances we had. I think we could have even scored 3 in that.
But now I think they've got better players going forward to finish those chances, if that makes sense. But Cole Palmer's a massive miss for them, clearly.
Oh, Cole Palmer is a huge miss for them. And also, I think not having the centre-back pairing they've been playing with for a while now. You know, Colwell's obviously out and he's a good player. Tosin's out. He's a big miss for Chelsea. And like I say, Chempong and Badiashile, I don't think I've seen them play many games together. I've never actually seen Badiashile play many games full stop for Chelsea. So Alexander Isak, you know what you need to do. That's all I'm going to say.
Whatever happens anyway today, guys, it's going to be a tough match. Hopefully the boys get through it and come out with 3 points. Like I said, I want to see better performance, certainly, but 3 points is 3 points to me. And we will be live after the game game's 5:30, so it'll finish about 7:20. So about 7:30, we'll do a match reaction. So make sure you do tune into that later on for that match reaction. And just enjoy the day, guys. Enjoy the day. Everyone that's watching, make sure you do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully it ends on a Liverpool win at the end of it.